Today's video is going to be on adding and subtracting terms. Our learning goals for today, we only have one. So by the end of the lesson, you should be able to add and subtract like terms to simplify algebraic expressions. Okay, so like terms contain exactly the same pronumerals with the same powers. So the pronumerals do not need to be in the same order, however, for them to be like terms. For instance, 4ab and 7ba are like terms. And the reason they're like terms is because they have the same pronumerals, so they've both got an a and they've both got a b, with the same power, so neither of them are raised to a power. So here we've got some examples. So identify which of the pairs below are like terms. So A says 8abc and -11cba. So do they have the same pronumerals? Both of them have an A, both of them have a B, both of them have a C, with the same powers. Yes. So, yes, they are like terms. So we'll write that next to them, like terms. Okay, for B, we've got 21xy squared and -7y squared x. Do we have the same pronumerals? Both of them have an x, both of them have a y. Are they to the same powers? X isn't raised to a power and y in both is raised to the power of 2. So that means both of these are like terms. Okay, our last one, 4a cubed and 2a. Are they the same pronumerals? Yes. Are they the same powers? No. This is an a to the power of 3 in our first one, and this one here is only a. So the first one really says 4 times a times a times a. So there's 3 a's there, whereas in our second one there's only 1 a. So that means those are not like terms. They're not like terms. Because remember, for them to be like terms, they have to be raised to the same power. So they have to have the same pronumerals, but also raised to the same power. It has to have both of those things before they can be classified as like terms. So if they are like terms, which means they're the same pronumerals and they're raised to the same power, then we can add or subtract them, and that allows us to simplify algebraic expressions. So just a note, a subtraction sign stays in front of a term even when it's moved. So normally I'll move terms around so that we've got all the like terms together, and if we are moving them, if there's a subtraction sign in front of a term, it will move with it. So we'll do an example here, hopefully that'll come a bit more clear. So our example, we have to simplify the following by combining like terms. The first thing I like to do is just highlight the like terms. So 3t, and here we've got a 2t, and we're going to take that subtraction sign with it. Both of those are like terms, and there's another one here which is t, because they're all t to the power, they're not raised to a power. Our other like terms, I'm going to do a wiggly line underneath. We have 7y, 3y, and the take 4y. All of those are like terms because they're all y and they're not being raised to a power. What I would do next is rewrite it so the like terms are together. So 3t take 2t plus t plus 7y plus 3y take 4y. So you can see there that even though I moved some of those terms around, I kept the sign in front of them with the terms. So from there I can solve. So 3t take 2t is just t. T plus t will give me 2t plus 7y plus 3y will give me 10y. Take 4y will give me 6y. And I can't go any further because 2t and 6y are not like terms. So that would be my answer there. Okay, another more complex example. I'm going to go through again and identify my like terms. So 7ac, are there any like that? Here we've got take 2ca, because remember it doesn't matter which order our multiplication is. So CA is the same as AC. So that's our like term. Remember, we're taking the subtraction sign with it. And there's nothing else. Okay, the next thing is plus 3b. So I'm going to put a line under that one and look for any like terms. Here I've got a plus 5b, and here I've got a take 5b. And on the end, even though it's a b, it's not a like term because it's b squared. And our lucky last one is our 7b squared. So now I've highlighted all our like terms. I'm going to rewrite it so that they're together. So 7ac take 2CA, remember I've taken that subtraction sign with it, plus 3B plus 5B, take 5B, plus 7B squared. And from there, I can simplify with my like terms. So 7AC, take 2CA, will give me 5. And it doesn't matter what order I write the A and the C in. I could write it the other way around and that's still correct. Plus 3B plus 5B gives me 8B. Take 5B will give me 3B. And plus 7B squared. And from there, I'll just have to leave that answer because I can't simplify it further because those are not like terms. Hopefully this video has helped with your like terms. Just remember that it has to be the same pronumeral. So like terms are the same pronumeral or the same variable. And they're raised to the same power. It has to meet both those criteria for them to be classified as like terms. Hopefully this video makes sense to you guys. Make sure you've copied down the notes for it, and if you need any help, come and see me in class.